I mean, we're all proud of our families, but Mum, Alan is doing some really, really good work. And I get so frustrated and so cross with some of the rabble that were outside today, actually. Because, you know, they say that Alan isn't doing a good job. They don't understand what he's doing, and they are against him taking over this factory. I cannot believe that these people live in the real world. So well done, I have to say. I was, as Karen was a barrister, I was a magistrate for many years here in Llanelli. And I felt so frustrated because all I could do was to do according to what the law asked me to do. And no doubt at some point I probably did send somebody to prison. I'd go home and my son would say, "You haven't sent anybody to prison today, Mum. Please tell me you haven't sent." Because he probably understood better that prison sometimes is not the answer. And of course, as you've been told today, people come out of prison, they don't want to go back to their own communities because they can only go back to the old lifestyles that they have. And if it wasn't for people like Alan, Llanelli would be much, much worse than it is, because we've heard, and well done all of you for coming here today and being so honest. You know, we've all done something that we shouldn't have in the past. But to come up here and actually say what you've done and how it's been, you know, it's very, very brave, and I congratulate all of you. But more than that, I congratulate you for having a life back, because that's what it's all about, isn't it? Yeah. It's about enjoying. Life is there for enjoying, and there are all sorts of ways that we can have a good life without having to turn to alcohol and drugs. But I never question anybody who does go down that road, because something has made them do that. I've been so lucky. I was brought up in a mining community. Dad was a miner. We didn't have a lot of money, but I had all the support that parents can give to their children. It was a very happy lifestyle. Dad would come home and tell me all the humour that had happened underground that day. And so I can go around telling all sorts of stories about the Gwendrife sense of humour. And I'm so fortunate. Not everybody is as fortunate as that. And we sometimes have to be there to support people. I'm meeting with Alan tomorrow, actually, and I do honestly believe that Alan doesn't want to have to come to our government or to ourselves as a county council to ask for financial support. He truly believes, and I think we should support him in this, that he will become self-sufficient someday. I asked, one young girl died, and I saw it on the Llanelli Star one day, a beautiful young girl who died from heroin, and I thought, I've got to do something, right? You know, I'm leader of the council. I try and do all that I can to make Carmarthenshire a better place to live, safer, better for work opportunity and so on. And so I felt I had to have a drug summit. And we had this drug summit, and there were 70 people sitting there in the village hall in Chooselife, every one of them involved in some way with drugs. But I'm not sure whether everything that they were doing were helping. And so I asked Kate, I wanted a lot of work done. My aim is to have 3 hubs throughout the county where people can call in with problems and they can have the support that they need. If I could clone Alan, I don't know whether you've got any more like him at home, but if I can clone somebody like Alan, and Andrew Sirocco, where are you, Andrew? Andrew's at the back. I know that Andrew, again, is somebody who's so passionate. We have 9,000 employees, Mark and I. And if all our 9,000 employees worked as hard as Alan, were as enthusiastic as Alan is, my goodness, we wouldn't have a problem at all in the council. But there we are where we are. We need to certainly support you, Alan, in the work that you do. I hope you will go on from strength to strength, and while I have anything to do with it, I will try and make sure that you have the funding to become self-sustained, to help as many as possible. Karen, thank you very much for coming today. It's a pleasure to see you. I know how busy you are. I'm quite busy as a leader, and I know how busy you are as a First Minister. But the fact that you came here today to show your approval means lots to me, but it certainly means a great deal to Alan and all the staff who work for him and for these people who have turned their lives around. And that's really great. Diolch yn fawr iawn i chi gyd. Mae'n hapus iawn i fod yma heddi. Dwi yn falch iawn o beth mae Alan yn wneud, a dwi'n gobeithio bydd yn gallu helpu lot fawr